Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 15th ever episode of Press A2 Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Hujik, and with me today is Michael Murphy.
Hi.
Brandon Williams.
Hello.
Scott McPherson.
Hey.
And Taylor Severn.
Ahoy, ahoy.
And today we're going to be talking about Heroes of the Storm. Blizzard's brand new MOBA. Just came out. Not really. A while ago. Especially if you count the beta. But it is a thing you can play right now for free. So, let's get into it. Who here has actually played this damn thing?
What's a MOBA?
Cricket.
No, Brandon, Taylor, I know you guys have played because I've played with you. I myself have played. Scott, have you touched the game?
Nope.
Michael, have you looked at the game?
I'm looking at YouTube of it right now.
Good enough.
So we're all very, very prepared for this
I like the
podcast.
effort.
I'm prepared.
It's gonna be a good show, folks.
So
This is about our level of preparedness usually, honestly.
this is more or less it.
Honestly, actually, we're a bit
I mean, if
more
it was any
prepared
more-
since the three of us have played it.
3 out of 5 is
Yeah.
not bad.
That's really good, actually. We're already under par.
Under par?
Above
Over
par? Over par.
I don't know. Golf analogies are weird
Golf?
because
Well, under par is better.
Let's just
Yeah,
leave
I
golf
thought
out of this.
I thought under whatever. Mario Golf is what we're talking about. No. So, Heroes of the Storm. It's Blizzard's brand new MOBA game, featuring all their really cool characters. Some new characters that have never been seen before, like Zeratul.
Who?
I think you're lying on that. I get the distinct feeling that there's a lie.
Would you give my lie a 6.5 out of 10?
No.
No.
Okay. Now that all
I'm
that
making that reference.
Now that all that is out of the way, we can actually talk about the game. So I thought the first question we can actually ask is, have any of you guys played MOBA games? What's your experience with other MOBA games besides Heroes?
Who do you want to start?
Why not you? Because you said something.
All right.
I've played League of Legends.
You fuck.
It's like we play Silent Night and the first person who talks is it.
And the first person who talks gets completely cut off every single
Yeah,
time.
every
Exactly.
single time. You're welcome. I played League of Legends and Dota 2. Suck it, Mike.
I was just gonna say that Scott always ends up getting interrupted at some point in probably every single podcast. So it might as well just happen right off the bat.
Well, it's because he
Might
talks
as well.
slowly.
Yeah, it's because it's because
No
he
He
one
leads
talks
himself.
in a measured and reasonable manner, so he gets completely fucked up. But Brandon, you were saying you've played League of Legends and Dota?
I have.
Two.
I played League of Legends and Dota 2. Not
Yes.
1, 2.
I think we played the original Dota on Warcraft 3 way back in the day.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you want to count that, yeah.
I mean, we basically dicked around, died a couple of times, and never touched it again, but I guess that kind of counts.
Basically, because I had no idea what I was doing when I was 10 years old playing World of Warcraft. Not World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3.
Yes.
I
I
was
make that
custom game
mistake
Dota.
all the time. So, how would you rate your experience with it? Like, are you, like, do you know what you're doing, or was it just kind of like, I touched it?
I didn't know what I was doing when I played League. I kind of knew what I was doing when I was playing Dota. It's much, I don't know, I found it easier than League, just because you didn't have to worry about certain things. And it was kind of more complicated at the same time.
They have different mechanics, but I would say
Yeah.
they probably are on the same, like, complexity.
And then there's Heroes, which is, like, fun in the easy version of both of those.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get into that comparison later on. Scott, what about you? Have you played any MOBAs?
Yeah, I played League and like a little bit of Heroes of New Earth, which are pretty much the exact same thing. Mainly because of the people, but yeah, I did enjoy League, but I just never had people to play with, so I just kind of
Trailed off.
lost interest.
Alrighty.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I wouldn't say I played a lot. I played enough that I knew what I was doing, but
Okay. Seeing as Mike just disappeared, Taylor, what
He's a
about you? He's a ghost.
I have heavily played a lot of League of Legends. I think I just graduated Wood tier. I'm in Bronze tier now.
Wow.
I
good for
tried
you.
out Dota 2, got frustrated, went back to League of Legends. I've looked at Smite, I've looked at Awesome Knots, and a few others, and nothing has enthralled me like League of Legends or Heroes.
Okay. Yeah, I know. When I first met you, like League was your jam. That's just what you played.
Well, that was just something. It was what my friends were doing, so it's like, hey, come play the game. I was like, okay.
And I gotta say, I never ended up playing League of Legends with you, but when we played Heroes together, you had like, I don't know, maybe like 10 games logged on or something. You were just crushing it. It was kind of ridiculous. So you were definitely well versed in
Better
the
than you?
MOBAs. Oh yeah, you might still be better than me now, and I play a lot more Heroes. So seeing as Mike is not here, I will fill in. I myself, like I mentioned, the only League experience I have is like the tutorial which I played at Taylor's place.
The tutorial is so shitty.
It really is. Yeah.
But I got to play an Ice Mage, so that was kind of okay.
It's not really a nice mage, but okay.
Whatever. She's an Ice Mage. She shoots ice.
Nice mage,
But yeah,
okay.
I besides that, and like some Warcraft 3 original Dota, I played a little bit. There was some StarCraft mods that were basically the same thing that I played a little bit of. Actually, I think it was like Star Battle or something in StarCraft 2. Oh my god, that is such a fun mod. I played a lot of that. But Heroes is definitely the one I've played, the MOBA I've played the most, and it's definitely right now the game I'm a bit addicted to. Like I'm just playing that more or less every day if I get a chance. So because Michael is still gone, he might have actually gone to dinner, and just so I can just tell you he has not played MOBAs. He has not played Heroes. It is not his thing. So we'll just move on.
I like that we have like someone who's played a lot of Dota 2, someone who's played a lot of League, to get those comparisons.
And that's why I thought this
disappoint
one
us,
would be
Brandon.
very, very good, because we have those experiences of the different MOBAs. Because I think we can kind of get a. Well, no, let's go into our history of Blizzard games. I mean, Brandon, you mentioned you played Warcraft. Any other Blizzard games that you play a lot?
Yeah, StarCraft, Diablo, absolutely.
All of them, really, except for
World of Warcraft. Yeah.
Scott, what about you?
Not so much Hearthstone either.
No. No, actually.
Blizzard?
I don't think I've ever actually played a Blizzard game.
Really?
Maybe the one game of StarCraft I played at your house.
Yeah, that I forced you to play. I literally
Yeah.
sat you down on my computer and said, "You're playing this."
I think I played Rock and Roll Racing once. I don't know.
Taylor, what about you? What's your experience with Blizzard games?
When I was a lot younger, I played StarCraft and the Brood War. I love those games. One of my favorite franchises. I have played StarCraft 2. I have played a bit of WoW. After I played WoW, I went back and played Warcraft 3 and thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And I play Hearthstone occasionally and Heroes. And also I played Diablo 3, went back to Diablo 2, hated it, went back to Diablo 3.
Really?
Yes!
That's a
Thank
conversation.
you.
That's a conversation for another time.
It's so weird.
It is.
Just as a complete aside, back when like Diablo 3 was released, a lot of people were like, the shitty ones are like Diablo 3, Marvel Heroes. The good ones are Diablo 2 and Path of Exiles. And I was complete opposite. I loved
No.
Marvel Heroes in Diablo 3 and hated Path of Exiles in Diablo 2. I was like, I can't get into this.
No.
I absolutely loved Diablo 3 and liked it better than Diablo 2, but again, probably a conversation for another time.
Definitely a conversation for another time. And all I have to
That's
say
an
is
aside.
that you're wrong. I myself have played a fair few Blizzard games. They're probably one of my favorite publishers. After Nintendo, I think they actually are. So I've played a bit of original StarCraft and Brood War. Very, very little of it. Most of it on
Shamingly little.
64. Yeah, I know. Like, I watched some of it, but whatever. I played a lot of StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2 was like one of the big competitive games that I really got into. It's kind of what got me into like this whole kind of gaming space.
And podcasting.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Diablo, I've played quite a bit of, 2 and 3, and then I played Warcraft 3 and no WoW. Although I am interested in WoW. Really, the only thing that's keeping me away from it is the subscription. But Heroes,
Free to level 20.
but I can't play Death Knight, so what's the point? So yeah, I have a lot of experience with Heroes. I love the lore in many of the games. Like they're just really good from a lore perspective, which comes into play with Heroes. And as a quick note, Mike, I'm safe assumption never played a Heroes game.
Blizzard game?
Blizzard game. Blizzard Heroes. Herblizz. Anyways,
Yeah.
so I think we can kind of get into it. What do you guys think of Heroes when compared to? Oh, Brandon's just coming back, so I'll repeat myself. What do you think of Heroes compared to League of Legends and Han
Other
and
MOBAs.
Dota and whatever?
Dota 2.
Dota 2, whatever.
Say the name. Jesus.
But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Brandon, do you want to start or?
Yeah, sure. Like a comparison between the two, I guess you're saying.
Yeah, like what
Okay.
separates them? in your
General thoughts.
Okay, general thoughts. Well, the Heroes is much more. It has easier mechanics than what Dota 2 would have. There's a lot of like technical shit with Dota 2, like being items and killing mechanics, character abilities, stuff like that. As to where Heroes is a lot more simpler. Like there's no items, but you have the opportunity to. There's different heroes' abilities and stuff like that with different heroes. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that one.
But yeah,
It's a much more less complex game than Dota 2, which is good. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because it makes Heroes. I don't know. You can kind of immerse yourself in it more, and experience the game more. As to where in Dota 2 you're kind of. It's more competitive and. You're like stressing out most of the time trying to win a game.
honestly, there could be some parallels drawn between StarCraft 2 and Dota 2 in that, like, they're both very
Heroes.
for me.
Heroes and
No,
Dota
Dota 2. I mean,
You said StarCraft.
Yes, I meant StarCraft.
StarCraft and Dota 2.
Is that they're both very like they're high stress games, whereas I feel like
okay.
Heroes for me, when compared to the other Dotas, not that I have too much experience with them, but they were a lot less stressful, like you said. The mechanics are much easier. I don't have to learn. I just have to learn builds. I don't have to like try and figure out go back to shop and get all these items, and especially last hitting. Last hitting for me is the mechanic that makes Heroes much preferable.
With buying items and saying you just need to follow a build, buying items is following a build.
Yeah,
and also there
items...
is last hitting in Heroes of the Storm. It's just not every champion has to do that.
Yeah.
Or not every hero.
In Dota 2, though, there's actually the option where you can kill your own troops.
Denying
denying the minions so they don't get the last hit.
Yes. Yeah, so there are a lot of mechanics that Heroes has just simplified or done away with entirely. For example... Sorry?
One thing to really hammer the point in is I brought it up in the Hearthstone thing, in that Blizzard, as a whole ideology of making their games, is easy to learn, hard to master, and like this is the MOBA version of that.
Yes.
It's super easy to get into Heroes, and they're like, if you're just starting out, it ramps you up in a nice, gentle fashion, and teaches you how to play, and they really did well on the easy to learn part.
Yeah. And I would say hard to master part as well, because Heroes has a growing. It's modest right now, but it's steadily growing from what I can see personally. It has a good competitive scene, esports scene growing around it.
A lot of the nuance is a bit more subtle than League of Legends and Dota 2, so it's not as apparent as in those games.
Yeah.
With the major mechanics.
I honestly can't speak much to competitive play from the other MOBAs except for Heroes, because I never watched it. I know it's huge on Twitch, but I've never watched them before, so I can't really distinguish between the high level play from Heroes and Dota. Is there anything like you noticed from seeing the two, if you've paid attention to both?
Well, for Dota, I mean, I didn't play long enough to where I could even say I was at a high level, and I never really watched any of the like the championships for Dota, so I'm not entirely sure the difference between the two. Like, I've watched Heroes, like esports for Heroes, and I can't really comment for Dota 2.
Taylor?
Well, for League of Legends, there's quite a few differences. I know League of Legends. I'm able to talk about differences. Yay, knowledgeable things. But in terms of like high level play, it's a lot more focused on the team, and League of Legends currently is now more in like a team, like death ball kind of meta.
Yeah.
But like in Heroes, it's much more focused on like the team, and every mechanic is supportive of the team.
Oh, definitely.
While still individually, you're able to make plays.
Yeah, I feel like you just hit it on the head. That is one of the biggest differences between Heroes and other MOBAs, is that it is much more team focused. If you're not sticking with your team, you're going to get destroyed and essentially lose the game for your side.
Unless you're really good at split pushing.
Yeah, there are certain instances, but as a general rule, you should be sticking with your team past the laning phase of around level 10.
Split push all day, every day.
Split pushing is fun. I definitely will admit that sometimes I will just like, no, I just wanna take this lane down. But Scott actually
split pushing is a viable strategy.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Like
stop belittling it, Jacob.
A lone Murky or a lone Sylvanas has definitely led to the ruin of my hopes of winning. But Scott, I know you haven't had the chance to play Heroes, but I wanted to ask. I know you were playing MOBAs, League of Legends, and then you stopped, and I'm pretty sure it was because the people you were playing with eventually just moved on. Were there any mechanics that you noticed from those different games that you were like not so keen on?
No. Once I understood all the mechanics, because that took a bit of the amount of time that I played it to understand them. But once I understood them, it was pretty easy. I started doing like item builds that weren't the right, like straying from the recommended item builds and that kind of thing for my champions. But I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed the complexity. Now, Heroes of Newerth. I mean, I literally played like 2 games of it because my cousin was like, yeah, exactly, yeah. He's like, Johan's better than League of Legends, so play it. I'm like, ugh, fine. So I played a couple games with him, but I just like the whole interface was a lot less like user friendly than League. Like was more laid out for you, like in front of you, and like you had to go like through like all these like sub tabs and stuff like that in Heroes to get to everything, and it was like, oh my god.
You mean Han? But
yeah, Heroes of Newerth.
Oh, sorry. Heroes means Heroes of the Storm nowadays, but
Han is dead, man.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Actually, I saw a ranking up on Twitch at one point recently, but I want to say, but there weren't any mechanics that you were like, like I wish, like I'm basically trying to lead in, and I get you to say like, oh, I hated last hitting, or
no,
I hated going back to store.
No,
you liked it?
I thought that was I thought it was a cool part of the game where it made you kind of like think about things, like instead of just like, oh, I'm gonna kill him and he's dead and it doesn't matter. It's like, oh, maybe I should let my carry get the last hit, that way he can carry.
Yeah, and that's actually an aspect that Blizzard kind of takes away entirely, because the whole team levels as a team.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, because you were saying that adds a layer of complexity. Are there any things like that you guys, especially Taylor and Brandon, would, or Scott in a hypothetical, would miss after playing Heroes? Like, do you miss last hitting? Do you miss some of the added complexity? Brandon, if you want to start.
I don't miss last hitting, and I absolutely don't miss the added complexity. I like the simple, here's your lane, here's an event, and here's the monsters to kill.
Yeah, here's a mechanic, go do it. Everyone levels as a team, so you don't have to like try to make sure that your carry is getting all the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taylor, is there anything that you miss from League of Legends?
Well, when it comes to items, just since I'm so used to it, I have nothing to do while I'm dead. So it's like, I really, like when I die, I go buy my items because it's like, I should probably buy some items. Fuck it. But then it's like in Heroes, it's like I'm dead. I'm like, I guess I'll just twiddle my thumbs, man.
Yeah, the one thing I feel like they are missing is like a death recap for like, why did I die? Either like showing you a short video of like what killed you, or at least saying it. I think that would be good. What'd you say?
I'd probably skip the video.
I think
I wouldn't want any
No.
major thing.
I'd be like, button, start, get me back in.
And then you'd be waiting for 30 seconds.
Brandon?
And that's why we play Leoric now, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Brandon, you have to get Leoric.
I really want to. I saw the playing, the little video they did of him and his abilities.
Yeah.
So I was pretty stoked about that. I want to give him a try.
Yeah, he looks.
And I don't give a lot of characters a try. So
no, you basically stuck with Vala since the game came out. It's kind of ridiculous.
I have Vala, Malfurion, and Sonya.
Yeah, you've got really good with Vala. Actually, the last games we played last night were actually really good.
You play the easy heroes, jeez.
Shh, don't give them my secrets.
We just said the heroes you played. If anyone knows anything about heroes.
No,
no one watching this knows anything about heroes.
You just need to also play like Raynor and Wheelie. And
no one watching this period, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I wanted to kind of, were there? Sorry, Taylor. Were there anything else? Was there anything else that you kind of missed from League, or?
Not this is not something I missed, but it's certainly a huge difference that comes into the what's easier to learn, League of Legends or Heroes, in that in League of Legends there's almost an unspoken rule about where champions go.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you pick a certain champion, you're going in a certain like lane, because there are 3 lanes and 4 gold sources, and it's very specific what you're doing, and you can't deviate from that.
Yeah,
that's a lot like Dota. If you're a certain character, people will get pissed if you're not in the proper lane.
Yeah, and like because Riot doesn't want to enforce a meta, nothing in like the client itself tells you that. You just have to kind of figure it out on your own, or have someone tell you.
Most of the time, people will tell you.
Violently.
And but not easily either. They will scream at you in all caps.
But in Heroes, it's just kind of like, I guess I'll go top. Whatevs. Let's not have 2 tanks up top. Someone else come. It's like, yeah, sure, why not?
That was like yesterday.
I feel like those kinds of things are in Heroes to a slightly lesser extent, but like definitely there are things like, yeah, you don't want like the 2 tanks together. You don't want like support off by himself or whatever, unless he's Brightwing. Things like that. I feel like I wish, because Blizzard is so committed to the easy to learn, hard to master, I'd hope they kind of would lead you into that more through the tutorials, or like how to take care of stealthies, because I feel like especially new players to the game can't recognize, like they don't pay attention to the shimmer, which I will admit is very subtle, of stealth heroes, stealth enemy heroes. I feel like they should try and teach you those mechanics, and they never really do in the tutorial.
See, I never learned that in a tutorial, but when I first started playing, I picked up on it really quick.
Yeah?
And I don't know if that was just me, but I found it really easy to pick that up. Like,
okay.
Like that was kind of like a, it's not a beginner.
Yeah, it's definitely more advanced.
Thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Honestly, that might be just some of the community prejudice showing in me, because I know, like, in the different communities, like the forums of Heroes and the Reddit subreddit, there are a lot of people who are like, oh man, like all the noobs and stuff, and like as soon as one person misses the shimmer, then automatically someone posts about it on Reddit. So maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe that is something that people pick up on.
I can
quickly.
see it taking time for some people to actually pick up on. But,
yeah. I mean, you played StarCraft, and it's basically the same. It is the same
identical.
effect. Yeah, because it's the same engine. Alrighty. I think I was hoping for a nice segue into it, but I can't really. I don't really see one coming into the future, so I'm just gonna. What do you guys think of the pricing model for Heroes compared to other games, free to play, MOBAs or otherwise?
It's exactly the same as Leagues. But
is it?
Well, not exactly, but it's mostly the same.
Because I know
Heroes, it has a free rotation of heroes, and you can buy them with real money or an in-game currency that you get through playing.
Yes.
See, I like the way Heroes does it. Like, it doesn't force you into buying these characters, and it gives you a nice set of free-to-play characters is it every week? Every 2 weeks?
Every week is new.
Every week.
League does that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never really played League, so I have no experience playing.
Yes, it is.
He's used to Dota 2, where it's just like, blah, all the heroes.
Yeah. Boom! Everything.
Yeah, Dota 2 is a special case. I think I wanted to touch on that briefly. Dota 2 and Team Fortress and those kinds of games are basically funded by Valve, so they have like just a super fair model. Like you can basically play for free.
You can. It's a free to play game.
Yeah, but like you have access to it.
Cosmetic, little cosmetic things for each game.
Like you don't have to buy the heroes and stuff like that. But it's because they're basically running it supposedly at a loss because it draws you onto Steam. League of Legends, I think, is one of the best free to play examples right now, because And again, I'm basically regurgitating Total Biscuit's view on this, but I think he has a point. Like League of Legends, everything you buy in that game is cosmetic or the heroes. The only problem is that they use their own currency, so you have to convert your money into their fun bucks, which you can then spend on heroes, which kind of it masks how much you've actually spent in the game, which is good for them because you don't actually know and you don't really realize how much money you've poured into it. I've mentioned on one of the things I've recorded on this channel a friend of mine who's put a lot of money into League, and you don't really think about it at the time. Whereas with heroes, it's in dollar values. I mean, I think it's an American dollar, so for us Canadians, it's a slight exchange rate.
It's this wacky Blizzard currency that doesn't make sense to us.
But yeah, like it is more or less like, oh, $10, $9.99 for a hero. I'm going to be paying $10.14, whatever. So you kind of know what you're going to be spending, which for them is not as good because people are like, oh fuck, $10, I don't want to spend that. But if it was like 10,000 Blizz points, then you'd be like, oh, okay, whatever, like I could have that.
No, but then they see 10,000 Blizz points, and then it's like, oh, that's $10, and it's the same effect.
Well, no, like if 10,000 Blizz points was actually like $12 or $8 or something, or some like 12,
well, whenever they were going to pay
$12.96
for it, then they would see the price, and then they'd be like, oh.
I don't think so. I honestly think as soon as something's converted into those fun bucks points, and it's a different ratio. It's not like a metric ratio. People kind of lose track, and they're just like, okay, well, I have this much in my wallet, if they prepaid.
Really.
And they'll what?
I don't know. I don't agree.
No.
It was the same thing with Xbox or Microsoft. They had Microsoft points.
Yeah.
What you do, you spend your money on Microsoft points. It was $25 for 1,600 points.
Yeah, but so once you let's say you paid in $25 to get the 1,600 points. Once you have that in the system, you can't really you're not going to do the math when you're going into it. At least not all
totally.
The time. Oh, you would? Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Because it was either, well, they didn't have this at the start, but then they switched to it. It was either pay real money or pay Microsoft points.
Yeah.
Okay. But
they gave you an option.
All right, I didn't know that actually. But getting back to the original topic of Heroes, Heroes has the exact dollar price, and I feel like a common complaint about it is that
all the champions are on horses. Is that the common complaint?
No.
You can be on Kodos.
Yeah, you can be on a Hearthstone card, man.
Oh man.
But I feel like the common complaint about it is that they're very expensive. The heroes range from I think $2 to $10. If they're a new hero for the first week, they're $15.
Damn.
Which okay, you can play the game, build up the points, and get those heroes.
Right.
But the common complaint is that the skins for the game range from $5 to $10 to $15. Skins in the game. You can buy a skin in the game for $15. Granted, it is very high quality. It some of the best skins they completely change the visuals of the moves and stuff, but it's $15. That's steep, to say the least.
There are skins in League of Legends that are $30.
Really?
I never looked into it. Yeah.
That is what I wanted to bring up because in League of Legends,
those skins are actually, if my dog stops barking, they're actually they're super enhanced versions of.
Fine, shut up. So yeah, Taylor muted himself, but I'm assuming what he was going to say is that they're just very different from the regular skins, but
that's not what I was going to say.
No? Well then, please enlighten us.
No.
Oh.
No, he's battling with his dog right now. I guess we can kind of move on to more fluff topics.
No, okay, so League of Legends, there are some things about Heroes pay model that I prefer over League of Legends pay model. So the first thing is you're able to just try a hero. It puts you on a tutorial map and you just get to play the hero, and that's fantastic. I love that. League of Legends doesn't have that. It'd be great if League of Legends had that.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to wait till they're free, which there's a character named Yorick who has not been on the free thing for 4 years.
Wow.
They just abandoned him. To be fair, he's not that great, but...
Oh, okay.
Another thing is you're able to unlock color swaps color palettes by playing the hero, and you're actually that's through playing and leveling up as the hero.
In Heroes of the Storm.
In Heroes, yes. While in League, they actually just recently added a hero leveling system that has nothing interesting tied to it. And they also just added Chromia skins, which are color variations of skins, just like Heroes has. But instead of getting it through the hero leveling system, you have to pay $5 for it. And that's stupid.
Wow.
I hate that.
Okay. Because I was recently thinking about like the fact that both of Blizzard's new free-to-play games have fairly well balanced, I would say, progression systems. Because, like, obviously, many games now have progression systems that like just make you keep playing the game, and especially for free-to-play games, that makes you keep playing it, more likely to spend money on it. But I think Blizzard games in particular have struck a very good balance between like too much grind versus like them not getting enough money. So I'm really glad that that's working out for them, because I'm playing Heroes and I feel like, yes, recently there have been a lot of like XP boosts and free stim pack weekends and things like that. So that might be inflating it. And back in the beta when that was first coming out, I remember hitting level 8 on Diablo and then just being stuck at level 8 for forever. So that might be inflating things right now. And also you're getting extra gold from the goblins. But, I mean, I got basically everything I needed. When I wanted Hammer, I had enough gold saved up to buy her, Hammer being a hero. You're getting all these different mounts occasionally. You're getting colors on the mounts, on your heroes. So I think the progression system is fairly fair, well balanced.
One thing I want to mention about the progression system that I prefer over, I like Heroes version over League of Legends version, is how you get the in-game currency. And in League of Legends, there's first win of the day. So if you win for the first time that day, you get a bonus. And resets every day. The downside of that, you have to play every day. You have to win every day, which like that's doable, but at the same time,
it's frustrating.
Sorry, in Heroes, you don't have to win.
And in the League.
In League, okay.
And then the Heroes version is you have quests. And the quests they can be win 3 games, or it's play games as certain things or do certain things. And I like that more because it forces you to do different things.
Yes.
And forces you to use other characters as well.
Yeah, and I actually really like that. And it's not just like win a game and then you can stop playing. It's like, play 2 games, man. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. You actually have a good point there, because
another nice thing is the quest log can hold 3 quests, which means you can play one day, do all your quests, and then wait 3 days and then start playing. You don't have to do it every single day if you want to get the maximum amount of currency efficiently.
Yeah. So I'm assuming League just has like a 1 per.
Yeah, you get it, and then a 22-hour clock starts ticking down till you get it again.
Okay. Because I want to compare Heroes to Hearthstone. Actually, in Hearthstone, it's all based on it's the same system, similar system. Sorry, because you have 3 quests and you get 1 every day.
It's almost the exact same system.
Except honestly. For in Hearthstone, most of the quests are win a game as a warrior class or something like that. Whereas in Heroes, it's just play as. And the key difference within that system is that in Hearthstone, you can re-roll a quest, 1 every day. In Heroes, you can't. So whereas, and I agree with you, Taylor, you said in Heroes, the quests are play as a support, play as a specialist, play as a warrior or whatever, usually are like the bulk of the quests. And it forces you to play a different character. Marcin, oh my god, we have someone back.
Hey!
With plenty of beers.
Oh, he brought me a beer.
I hope it's enough to share. Marcin, the mysterious producer of the show, she's got into the game, and she mostly just plays supports. She plays a lot of Murky and Abathur as well, but she started off just playing supports, and to this day, I think it's been like 2 months now, she's had a quest on Heroes that is play a warrior. And she can never get rid of that because she has no inclination whatsoever to play as a warrior. So I feel like there's if Blizzard incorporated the best of both worlds, Heroes' ability to just play a game and get the gold for it, whereas in Hearthstone you can re-roll, but you have to win. If they combined both of those together, I think it would be absolutely perfect. But having said that, I do agree with you. Just being able to play a game and getting to try out Heroes is a very cool system. Honestly, I think we're getting into the tail end of it now that Mike's here.
What I miss?
The whole thing, actually.
All of it.
You weren't wearing your wireless headphones the entire time and listen again?
No.
So I think we can start getting into the more fluff pieces before we tail off. And I want to ask, and I'll start with Mike, and the rest of you can answer later. From what we've talked about, Mike and then Scott, are you interested in playing Heroes after hearing us talk about it? Or Mike, after watching 5 minutes of it? Is it a game that would interest you or no?
Can I be honest?
No? Scott as well?
I only play games that are first person and third person.
Technically, this is third person.
The main reason that's keeping me from playing it is the mounts.
The
It
mounts,
does
really?
not aesthetically please me.
What?
There are some characters that don't have mounts.
Yeah, I'm aware. But
Yeah, just play
they're still
Asmodee.
huge.
I have no idea what a mount is.
You just
A horse.
you're either walking on feet, and to get around faster, you go on a horse. That's basically it. That's weird, but okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
It ruins the immersion.
No, it just looks weird. Like when I was watching you play, it was bothering me the whole time.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I can't do.
Yeah, but like you're not even really playing on a mount the whole time. Like it's literally like maybe a minute of the entire game.
Just a small note. I really hope that right now, future me is smart enough to edit in footage of me just zooming in and out on a person mounted in Heroes. But okay, so you don't want to touch it from, I guess, an aesthetic reason.
Yeah.
And
And plus, I mean, like I said before, I've kind of just lost interest in the whole MOBA scene. So
yeah. Okay.
I only
Reasonable
play
enough.
it because I have someone to play with. That's the only reason I play.
That is true.
Digging.
I can't do it alone because I don't know. I just don't have the ambition. But when I'm playing with like a group of friends, it's just that's pretty much the only way I'll play.
Yeah.
It's more
Well, yeah.
enjoyable that way.
Okay.
absolutely, every game is more enjoyable. Every multiplayer game is more enjoyable.
Watching paint dry is more enjoyable with friends, right? But
Yeah.
Taylor, what about you? I know
that's true.
I don't honestly know how much Heroes. Sorry, someone's thing is scratching really hard. Thank you. Taylor, I don't know exactly how much Heroes you play, but is it a game that you're going to keep going back to, or are you kind of going to get bored with it? Do you see yourself getting bored with it fairly soon?
Well, there are some things that really interest me coming from a League of Legends perspective, where I'm like, ooh, oh, ooh, oh. Where like, also from like when I looked at Dota 2, there were like so many interesting things. Where like I look at a champion, I'm like, holy shit, that champion's so broken, and then I'm like, every champion's so broken. Fuck this shit. This is stupid. And apparently that's a common thing that League of Legends players will see, like new League of Legends players, and then Dota 2 players are like, you're fucking stupid. Stop it. And I'm like, no. And so, but going with the team levels and not having to be in a lane constantly and having to do certain things, they're able to do really out there champions.
Yes.
And like the prime example is Abathur, who just literally stays in base and it just globally helps everyone on the map on for his team.
Yeah.
Hopefully not the enemy team. And something like that can't exist in League of Legends. It just simply can't. It won't work in that sort of game. So a character like Abathur like really interests me. And like a lot of the specialists, I'm like, ooh. But so far nothing has like super gripped me like League of Legends has. And I don't know like what it specifically is. It's just I can play League of Legends and I'm like, I fucking love Warwick, despite him being like a really simple champion. And I can play him and it's just like, I'm the most annoying thing on this map. I love it. And while I can do that in Heroes, it's just not the same for me. I don't know why specifically.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I do have to agree with you on the specialist.
That
the
Warwick
specialist...
is annoying, yeah.
No, Teemo, man. That's all I know. Teemo's annoying. I will have to agree with you that the specialists in the game are definitely some of the coolest aspects. The specialists I play are Hammer and Zagara, and then I also played a little bit of Azmodan. And then, like you said, Abathur, Murky is a really cool one. They just have very interesting mechanics that are almost game breaking. And I mean, they're not. It's not limited just to specialists. The new hero, King Leoric, is going to have a presence on the map even when he's dead. Very, very cool. I think we moved through everyone except for myself, so I'll just say I play the game a shit ton.
You forgot Brandon.
Well, no, Brandon talked. Yeah.
He opened his mouth.
I did.
Why we have him on the show, just to open his mouth.
That's
As for myself, I've always been interested in games that I can play competitively. Heroes is just the newest one I've gotten sucked into because Blizzard, I love their lore. I think their game making practices are awesome. So I love Heroes. I love the mechanics of it, and it's just something that I can focus on. I think about it when I'm at work, when I'm whatever. Like it's always something I can what if I tried this build, and what heroes do I want to get in the future, and I'm excited about the new possibilities for it. So it's definitely a game that I'm going to keep playing a lot. I don't know for how long. I mean, StarCraft was an obsession of mine for 2 years, and then I've just dropped it. So we'll see how long Heroes lasts, but it's definitely something I foresee playing for a long time. As a last piece, I wanted to ask Brandon and Taylor, what are your two favorite heroes? Brandon?
Vala and Malfurion.
Okay. And then
You said that before.
Yeah, but can I also ask, is there a hero that you'd want to try, but either you think they're too complicated, or you just haven't had a chance to try for whatever reason?
I've wanted to play Diablo, actually, for a while. But I usually don't play him because you play him. So that's when I would just go with Vala.
Yeah.
Other characters, I don't know. Probably just Diablo. And when King Leoric comes out.
Yeah. Can I
definitely want to play him.
What draws you to Diablo and Leoric?
Well, Diablo just because he's Diablo. I mean,
yeah,
he's a badass. And Leoric because I'm really interested in how the afterlife ability comes into play.
Yeah, I am curious to see how that actually plays out once he's live. And I want to say about Diablo, suplexing people is so fucking fun.
Also, I would love to throw a wall around some characters with King Leoric.
You guys
my god.
How many times Jacob has fucked us over with his suplex?
Yeah.
Suplex! I don't care if it's right in the tower range. Kill this fool.
But he also will grab the warrior that wants to be beside our carry. Grab him.
Put him right next to our fucking damage dealer. Yeah.
No,
Granted, when I did that was when I first got into the game. I'm a lot better now. I grabbed the squishies, but yes, back when we played together, I may have grabbed the warriors and put them right next to our damage dealers. Anyways, Taylor, can I ask you the same questions? What are your two favorite heroes, and then one that you would like to get involved in, interested in, play?
Well, most characters I'm interested in playing I would get, or I have, so yeah. It's I don't have an answer for that, other than the ones who aren't out yet, so, Leoric, hint.
Monk. I want the monk.
I want to see what his kit is first, because, if the kit's not interesting to me, I have no interest in playing the, champion or hero.
While I do agree with you, I am excited to see a Diablo support and just another support in general.
I forgot that he was support, but that makes a lot of sense, and I remember that now.
Yes.
For example, Diablo, I have no interest in Diablo. His kit's boring to me. It's no Warwick. And so the champions or heroes, damn it, I'm bad at that. The heroes I do enjoy, mainly is Zagara. She is generally, I'd say my main. Just because it's fun being able to summon roaches and hydroliths and all that jazz. It's enjoyable.
Zagara is pretty fun, actually. I played
I
a little
prefer,
Zagara's real fun.
other than Kerrigan, who has like the other half of the swarm. They like divided it up between the two of those heroes, which is nice. I also play Abathur because if you're going to play heroes, you have to try Abathur at least once.
He's pretty cool. He's definitely different.
And it's like I bought him, so it's like I gotta play him now. He was a lot of in-game monies. And then the last one would be a Nubarak, just because I like the beetle build, and he is super annoying. I find in these games, if I can be the most annoying thing ever, I enjoy that.
Why don't you play Murky then?
Because I don't think he's that great. I feel I can be more annoying as a Nubarak and as Zagara.
So basically, he just wants to be the biggest troll possible.
Just to show how big of a troll I am, in League of Legends, none of you will understand this. Brandon might. Or, I don't know. You might. I play AP Warwick just because it's that annoying.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. Sorry. I play AP Warwick, and no one here knows what that means. But League of Legends players knows that that's bad, but also I'm really fucking annoying. So. Yeah.
Alrighty.
So basically, you're admitting to the fact that you are an asshole.
Yeah. Well,
Big-
I
big
don't
old
play
troll.
Zed.
Yeah.
Don't play Zed. Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Moving
play
on from
annoying
references-
good champions. I play annoying bad champions.
Moving on from references, I don't understand. I will just say, I play. My first loves were Diablo and Tyrande. Diablo just because like you suplex people and you push them away and you're just this big thing, and Tyrande just because she can heal, she can do damage, she stuns. She's just like a very versatile character. Nowadays I play a lot of Sonya. I think Sonya is one of my best heroes, and Uther is definitely my best hero. And then people that I want to try out, Monk, King Leoric, and I actually have played very, very little of Abathur, and the Lost Vikings is next on my list of people to get, just because I love the idea of like almost StarCrafting it, like having 3 heroes. You have to kind of micromanage them. It would be interesting. But I think those are our opinions on heroes. So Mike's already answered and Scott's already answered. You guys more or less you guys like heroes is the general thing I'm getting.
I do.
The ones I've played it.
Heroes.
If you're gonna play a MOBA, Heroes is one of the better ones.
It's better than Han.
Sure is.
Better than Han. Put it on the box.
Better than the DC one that's closing. Shablam! Shots fired.
It hasn't already. Oh, I'm thinking of another one.
It's in August.
So I think that wraps us up. Heroes, go play it. It's free. Check it out. Some of us like it, and the ones that don't are dumb.
They don't like MOBAs at all, so.
Speaking of which, Mike, do you want to talk about your show?
There's not much to say. You'll be lucky to see something from me by the end of the year.
Sorry, Brandon, can you mute your mic again? Thank you.
For the end of the year? Jesus.
It takes a
I have
while if
no
you're like
idea.
doing
It takes
actual
a
like
long
edited stuff.
frickin' time. Like, especially when you play a game and it's like, even if it's a short game is still about 2 hours, and you have 2 hours of footage to chop down into 15 minutes. So, and you have to figure out what you're going to talk about and all that stuff. So that's pretty much the struggle that I'm going through.
And I'm playing Skyrim. Ugh.
I'm not playing Skyrim.
Yeah, no.
But yes, your channel is what again? Just when you do actually have some content up there.
You know what it is.
It's Morbid Murph. It's right below his name. For fuck's sake, Morbid Murph. Go check it out. He does actually have some content up there, just nothing new. But he will eventually have something. I assume, right, Mike?
Probably as soon as I start posting other stuff, that stuff is going down. I just gotta take that off. It's
You don't want legacy videos that people can see where you started from?
It's all about that legacy stuff.
All about that legacy
I have
of
no
the
legacy,
void.
so
No,
you gotta
this
get
is
to
where the
that
legacy
point before-
starts. The legacy begins here.
Taylor,
the podcast is
whenever
a
you
legacy.
start.
That's it.
Taylor, would
That's
you
the
mind telling us
games.
of your legacy?
I have no children,
I
so
finally got it.
I don't really have a legacy.
Good job, Mike.
Thank you. There's the people that like watching me struggle with this fucking thing flying in my face for the past.
Brandon,
What I do have,
Brandon, mute your mic. Taylor, talk about your show.
I have a YouTube channel run with me and my friends. We are Views and Throughs. We do video playthroughs and reviews. We have a few things coming up that I'm really excited for. Some stuff that's going to be completely different from what we've done before. And I have no idea if we're going to be able to do it in any well capacity or not. But I'm excited to show you.
Sweet.
Someone's very upset by this in the
Clearly,
background.
I could hear that. Or very excited. I can't really make out which. As for myself, everything I do will be on Press Data Podcast. We do these podcasts every 2 weeks. In the in-between weeks, I post Let's Plays of different games. Right now I'm playing through quite a few, actually. I have to settle down and just finish one of these. Playing a little bit of Hearthstone, a bit of Valkyria Chronicles, which I'm really enjoying. I'm playing some Pokemon. I just posted a video, or I will be posting soon, shortly, of me with interviewing Brandon about Pokemon. And there will be a more Paper Mario coming up as soon as I can record that properly. So please stay tuned if you like. Subscribe, favorite, like the video. It would really help us out. But I think we'll end it here, folks, with our, as always, have fun and good luck.